Okay, let's get started, everybody. It's been a couple days since I did Pega, so I apologize for that. But um, let's get back into it, okay? So that, we can continue our journey and, reach our end goal. Okay, you know, that's what we should be aiming for. Of course, um, you know, the idea behind these um, is that um, I'm working towards my certification, um, and what I'm doing there could potentially help out someone else. So, um, I've gotten a few people that have been happy um, for the videos, um, and I want to kind of continue that trend. You know, hopefully, um, I can help someone get to that end goal as well. Um, Today's stream is going to be, the Pega. Um, we're going to continue with our certification training. We also have video uploads later after that in about an hour. And then, of course, we got Subnautica Below Zero tonight. So, um, okay. So, when it comes to Pega, let's talk about this here a little bit. First off, this is not any kind of, um, I don't work for Pega. Pega hasn't like talked to me and said, "Hey, we want you to promote our stuff" or anything along those lines. No, that's not the case. Okay, I don't get any kind of benefit from Pega at this time. So, uh, would that change in the future? Who knows? Maybe. But right now, there's nothing going on that front. Okay, so just if you're thinking that, just take it out of your mind because that not happening. Okay. Um, just so you guys understand that I'm trying to come at it from a perspective of um, like a first time user coming at this or never really experienced Pega before, that kind of thing. So, okay. Now, I'm not an authorized training partner, and this should not be considered an instructor-led training. So please do not think of it as such. Okay. Um, there's, um, you know, one would hope that if you do take on the instructor-led training, that it would be someone from Pega that knows everything that there is to know about Pega, will answer all your questions promptly and upfront, and won't be a complete waste of your time or money. Okay. Um, you know, I at the last place that I worked at, we did have some training. Supposedly it was from an authorized training partner, but he just wasted our time. So we were being paid. So I mean, it wasn't necessarily we weren't necessarily having our money wasted, but he wasn't answering our questions, and um, it felt like he barely knew what Pega was himself. So, or at least there were times when we were asking him questions and he didn't know the answers. Um, so hopefully, if you were to take the instructor-led training, you wouldn't have anything along those lines. Okay. Now, I am currently working towards my system architect certification. Business architect is also, potentially in the scope as well because business architect has the same two missions. Okay. The only difference between these two missions and their certifications, well, obviously certifications might be a little bit different in questions, but these missions here, the business architect just has these two modules here that are not included in the system architect. Okay, so after these two missions are done, we're gonna go ahead and do these two modules just in case if I have some um, subscribers that are trying to go along the business architect track, then you know, um, hopefully one, I'm helping you out in some fashion, and two, we're gonna cover those last two modules to help them out. Okay. Um, Now, I may try both of these certifications when it comes down to it, just to see if I can actually get them so that I can put them on my resume. But for right now, yeah, I'm gonna. My main focus is covering the system architect. Now, I may go on to the senior system architect to reinforce the system architect. Um, but we'll see. Um, I'm not 100% sure I really want to take the time to do, you know, all these missions, all these modules, all these challenges itself. So I often find that their time estimates are not at all what they say. Like, they say one day. Yeah, no, give yourself more than that. So, now last time for Pega, we covered, um, I think it was a topic. I don't know if we did a particular challenge or not. I think we finished off. Yeah, we finished off customizing portal content. Finished off the module quiz, and so we are on to the challenge. So um, of customizing a portal. So let's go ahead and get into that. Now, according to this scenario, GoGo provides roadside assistance services through contracted vendors to ensure customer satisfaction and service consistency across vendors. Auditors review common service requests, include vehicle unlock, tire repair, and battery charge. The new auditor role requires a unique interface. As the Director of Vendor Management, create a new auditor portal and add an existing landscape and landing page to view recent assistance request cases. Before you begin, generate 5 to 10 case instances with varying service types. I'm going to skip that this time because Um, at the end, there was the possibility of like generating like 5 random, so we're just gonna go ahead and skip that. Now, challenge walkthrough is meant to kind of go through all the detailed tasks visually. There's no audio or anything like that. It just kind of shows you step by step of what they're trying to do through the detailed tasks. Now, if the detailed tasks are perfectly fine, if they give you it step by step without any kind of confusion, then you shouldn't have any worries about it. You shouldn't necessarily need to worry about a challenge walkthrough. Um, so I'm not going to be using it. Um, doesn't mean that you don't have to, but I wouldn't necessarily rely on it. You know, try to go through the detailed tasks, learn, the word usage, um, and reuse the instance to for your own personal benefit. Okay. Let's see. Are we still good on everything? Yeah, looks like we're still good on everything. Okay. Didn't I not initiate the instance? Okay, that was weird. Okay, username, password. I've been getting some comments on my videos lately from, um, you know, from people from other countries, languages that I'm not 100% on. Um, the text itself looks Russian, but I'm not 100% sure. It could be one of the other languages that share traits with Russian. You know, I I don't know. Okay, I'm not 100% sure. Okay, um, but I still want to thank everybody that comes to those videos and watches them. So, please keep on coming in, keep on giving those comments in there because I appreciate them. Yeah, and the last one was saying, uh, like I'm trying to be very professional or something along those lines. Now I don't know if maybe the person was being sarcastic, like oh boy, this guy's professional, that kind of thing. But I'm gonna take it like, you know, hey, this person is like appreciating like, what I'm doing. So I'm gonna take it as a positive. That's the problem with text and comments and stuff like that is that there's no real tone to the text. So you don't know, you know, you're never quite sure, one way or another along those lines, right? So, all right. So, create a channel interface for the auditor. Okay, so in the App Studio navigation pane, click Channels to display the current channel interfaces. In the Create New Channel Interface section, click Portal to display a new portal dialog box. Okay, so first off, we go to Channels. And in the Create New Channel interface, right up here at the very top, we click on Portal. All right. In the name field, we enter Auditor. And in the description field, we enter custom portal for the GoGo Road Auditor. So we have Auditor there. And we copy this. Paste it there. And I'm going to assume that they, want me to hit submit, but, let's make sure that we're following along with the steps completely. I mean, they might want you to do something else, but in this particular case, no, there's really no need. So on the content tab in the navigation menu, add separator. Okay, so we hit submit. Okay. In the content page, or on the content tab in the navigation menu section, click add separator. So there's the add separator right there. So there you go. Click add item, custom pages, assistance request to add the assistance request landing page to the navigation menu on the left side of the auditor portal. So we do add item, landing pages. Oh wait, no. Custom pages, assistance request. Right, custom pages, assistance request. Okay. Right, if we had created the landing pages earlier, then we probably could add that in, but we haven't yet. We haven't like created a landing page. So to add the assistant request landing page to the navigation menu on the left side of the auditor portal. So repeat step 7 to add the Pulse and Teams items to the navigation menu. Okay. So custom pages, Pulse, custom pages, and Teams. There you go. To the right of the Home item, click Trash Can icon to remove the item from the navigation menu. Repeat step 9 to remove Explore Data item from the navigation menu. Okay, so we're trashing Home, and we're trashing Explore Data. Okay. In the navigation menu section, click and drag the items to match the following order. So, Dashboard, Assistance Request, and Reports. And Reports. Dash, and then Pulse spaces Teams. There you go. So like so. Click the Configuration tab. In the Logo dropdown, select Custom Logo. Okay, so Configuration tab. Custom Logo. Now, can you see that? Yeah, you can. Okay. I was about to say it. I was a little worried about that. In the icon class picker, select API user search solid icon, or this one. Or we could just do that. In the header list, select application name plus channel name. There you go. And then click Save. Now, we didn't add any personas to the portal. Um, you know, um, I mean, if there are, supposedly, well, I mean, didn't they even reference that before? Yeah, the new auditor role requires a unique interface. So, I mean, kind of suspect that we, aren't adding them, you know, um, we're not adding their, persona for them, but whatever. Okay, in the App Studio header, click Preview. In the App Studio header, click User Portal Auditor to review the Auditor channel interface. Okay, so first we go to Preview. Then we go to, oh, hold on. Oh, and the header, you click User Portal and Auditor. Okay, so User Portal Auditor. Wait for it to load. Okay, so as you can see, we have Dashboard, Assistance Request, Reports, Pulse, Spaces, and Teams. So click Assistance Request to open an Assistance Request Summary landing page. In the upper right, click Design to enter design mode. Okay, so over here we click Assistance Request. Then we click Design. Hover over the table and then click Edit this table. Oh, right. Because it should be showing like multiple different items in there, but we don't have that, so, but we can still edit the table nonetheless. In the table properties pane, click Add Columns. Okay. Okay, what are we adding? Add the service type field. Click Design to toggle design mode off. Okay, so service type. There you go. Added. There we go. All right. Confirm that the table updates to include the service type column, which it did. I mean, I didn't necessarily need to turn off design in order to see that, but let's go ahead and take care of that. There we go. And we are done with our challenge. Now, granted, we don't have the, we didn't have the 5 to 10 case instances. It really should have like one or two already kind of done for us personally, but I don't know. It is what it is. All right, so we're just gonna verify the challenge and verify that, whether or not it did complete or not. And it did complete. Okay, so we're done with that. Okay, so um, like I mentioned before, um, use that challenge, repeat it, play around with it, and even um, you know, um, even go ahead and um, uh, play around inside of it because it's basically yours to kind of play around with, you know, for as long as that instance is active. Okay. Now, obviously, I wouldn't suggest using it for any kind of actual business because, there's no way to transfer what you have on there to something else, or at least not very easily. Um, so don't use it as a um, don't use it as a test bed. Don't use it for your own business. Don't use it for um, you know, uh, hey, I want to test out my database or my business database or something like that. It's like no, that's just it's just meant for you to kind of get an idea as to what Pega is all about. Okay. Um, you know, Pega, um, you know, Pega itself is a very expensive tool. So it's not typically one that you would find um, at a small business. Unless, of course, that small business has the capital in order to, purchase the the necessary resources. Um, let's see. Um, I'm kind of curious as to how much is it. So, okay, that's kind of odd. Here, I'm gonna check. I'm gonna look in another browser here real quick. Um, I'm trying to see like how much would it be, for for a Pega server, like how much would it require? Um, okay, let's see. Do, 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 do. this isn't necessarily what I'm looking for here, there, Pega. Hmm. Let's see. Let's see. I'm trying to see what. Hmm. Not really seeing anything in terms of like, hey, how much would it be? Let's see. Hmm. 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 No. Okay. Yeah. You know what? Getting kind of not really finding anything here. How much for a Pega license? Okay. Um, let's see. Okay, so based off okay. Here, let me take this and I'll bring this over here. All right. So, hopefully everybody can see this. Yep. Okay. So, I was looking at the Pega platform, um, just the base pricing and the like. And for low code factory edition, which, just basically has, um, well, the App Studio, the Agile Studio, the Admin Studio, but does not include the Dev Studio, by the way, here. So bear that in mind. Okay. Um, you have Pega App Factory, collaboration tools, deployment manager, robotic process automation, no advanced automations, don't have the process AI, don't have the Pega email bot. Um, works for web, mobile, email, not for social or IoT, whatever that is. Um, doesn't have anything for external users. Um, has reporting and analytics, standard integrations, custom integrations. Business intelligence exchange is not available. Localization language packs, that's obviously a good thing. Pega web mashup is not included, and so on and so forth. And this is all $35 per user per month. Okay, so um, so if you just have like one dev in your entire team, trying to work on your Pega platform, then you're only spending about 35 bucks a month to use the Pega platform. But I mean, let's face it, you might need more than that. You might need more users, to be able to, you know, access your Pega platform. So, yeah, it it can add up pretty quick there, folks. You know, just saying. Now they do have, this stipulation here. 500 named user minimum. You know, additional users available in blocks of 100. Now it is billed annually, but so um, so 500 minimum. All right. So I don't really have the calculator in mind right at this moment in time. So let me do a quick calculation on a calculator here. 35 times the 500. You're looking at a minimum of $17,500 a month. A month there, folks. So your business better be making that cash, in order um, to consider a Pega platform. Okay. So, you know, just bear that in mind. Okay. Now, if I was to multiply that for, for 12 months, you're looking at a minimum of $210,000, for the year. So yeah, it is not um, it is not a small platform. Okay, so just in case anybody's like coming in and going, oh hey, um, I'm gonna get this. This looks neat. I want to add it to my own business. Yeah, probably not. Probably not something that you're going to be able to do. Okay. So, um, now, could, well, yeah, no. Um, Even if you were to maybe say, hey, I'm gonna download the Pega application to my own computer and try to run it that way, you they might come after you, legally as well. Okay, so don't consider that. Okay. Um, don't look at that as a potential either. Okay, because if these guys are looking at 210 minimum per year, and you decide, hey, I'm a small business, I want to use this for my own personal gain, I'll download it and I'll, start using it myself. Screw them, blah blah blah. Well, guess what? If they find out about it, they're gonna come after you. And if you've been using it for a year or two, guess what? They're gonna ask for that amount, if not more, for you to pay up. So yeah, don't risk it. Don't do that. So um, and I wouldn't even I'm not even quite sure if that's even possible either. Okay, just bear that in mind. Okay, you can try. I wouldn't recommend it though. Just saying. Okay. But that's going to be it for our Pega session for today. We've hit the 3 o'clock mark here, so I'm going to go ahead and switch on over to the um, uploading the videos. So I want to thank everybody for joining me on this particular um, uh, Pega journey. This particular Pega topic challenge. Um, but tomorrow we'll be continuing on, as you can see, with the customizing the dashboard. Doesn't look like it's going to be that long of a topic overall. They're saying the module quiz is 10 minutes long, which is interesting. But it doesn't look like it's a very long topic. And module quizzes aren't really that long either, so um, they're saying 10 minutes, but there's only 3 questions. Um, so I suspect that you know, it's actually more reversed. It's more, 10 minutes for dashboards and 5 minutes for the module quiz. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But that's going to be it for today. So I'm going to go ahead and, well, uh, thank you for joining me. If you're watching this later on YouTube, you know, do all the standard YouTube stuff that will help me out. That would be great. Check out the description for more, and check out my other playlists. I mean, if you're into gaming, that's what I do as well. So as I kind of discussed at the very beginning of the video. So yeah. Um, but yep, that's it. So stop the recording.